Hello everyone, my name is Ice37 and today with me is Joe and we're going to be spinning the Wheel of Slugcats here. So Joe, with the vetoes that we had, I believe it is Monk and is it Artificer? Who would you
Yes.
like to see on this wheel today?
So I still want to see either Artificer or Saint because so today we have Shrub and Regan versus Dragon and Skirm, and Shrub and Regan are scary, and I think the best option to play against them would be to have something with high variability, so Artificer or Saint. So I think it would be really funny if there would be an upset because of just scavengers being a bunch of little dirtbags. So Artie or Saint could be really fun.
I know both Regan and Shrub can do Saint really well. So Gourmand and Artie, I think, are the two major ones that Gaming Dragon Skirm likely really want to see here. Maybe even Spearmaster could be weird. But we'll see here as we get ready to spin the wheel. But those are just the initial things I'm thinking. I know Regan never wants to play Artie, but I also know Regan and Shrub can play Saint if they really want to. They just want to also kill things, which makes them not want to do it as much. So,
yeah, definitely.
It has been a while since I have seen a Saint is not vetoed wheel, however. So, we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, we are at the second stage of the tournament here. Because Regan and Shrub were his Gourmand, so this guy could be really interesting. I am excited to see how this goes. I don't know how comfortable Gaming Dragon and Skirm are, but this will be a fun one. At least I believe it will be, just because I believe it'll be much more even, as Regan and Shrub will not want to be playing this character nearly as much. If you're in Gaming Dragon Skirm's shoes in this game, Joe, are you the person that's going to try to go distance, or are you going to immediately bring up the crafting board and just try to get somewhere where you're just doing stuff with that?
I think, at least for the players who are in it, I think Dragon would be movement, Skirm would be crafting, because I know Dragon is good at EI jumps, and Gourmand EI jumps and E-slides are insane. So probably that. I personally would probably do crafting, because I know a lot of crafting combos already. I've done a few Gourmand blackouts by myself, so I have a decent bit of experience. And I'm really bad at EI jumps. I only just learned how to do them like a week and a half ago.
The thing about Gourmand is you gotta remember not to do it with a spear, otherwise it'll not be as great. You'll be much more tired.
It won't be good at all. You just can't E-slide at all.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how their movement goes between all of the players, really. A lot of players, I don't fully know their skill level. I haven't seen Skirm and Gaming Dragon nearly as much as I've seen Regan and Shrub. There's been a lot of players who've either come in starting off the beginning of this tournament or even getting substituted in that have performed very well out of the blue that I am not as familiar with. So seeing all these people perform really well, especially with characters that are
Gourmand.
Dude, oh my god, I just had like such a fucking long argument about Gourmand. And I lost it. If I lose this match, my...
Hello. I believe we're back. Hello, everyone. Now that we're getting the wheel and the board set up there, so we were getting everything ready, so it's all good. But we were talking about how we're really liking how we're seeing a lot of new people, at least the people that I'm not as familiar with, doing really well with the tournament and doing well with movement. I'm seeing a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of characters you wouldn't expect normally, and I'm interested to see how Gaming Dragon and Skirm do quite a lot. Especially, I don't really know what Regon and Shrub are going to pull out because they're not as familiar, or they might be more comfortable with others recently and might not go for any sort of anything special. So anything could happen. We've got the board ready here, and we've got the stats. We can go over the stats first here today. We have the Retainer in red and Martyr in blue. Would you like to go over the initial stats there for a bit, Joe?
Sure. So our first line is percent win by Bingo. So out of the wins that each team has gotten, so I believe 4 for Retainer and I think 4 for Martyr as well now. They've won by Bingo once for Retainer and have not won by Bingo, only majority for Martyr. Average squares is the average amount of squares per game. You might notice Retainer has more squares than majority. That is because they're a little silly and ended up getting majority and Bingos. Average game length is in minutes, so it's about 37 minutes for Retainer and a little over an hour for Martyr. Preferred region is a bit of a funky one. It's calculated based on how many times you go to a region, based on how many times everybody goes to a region. So not many people go to Pipeyard or Farmer Rays, and Retainer has gone to Pipeyard every game, and Martyr has gone to Farmer Rays pretty much every game as well. So that's their technically preferred region, since they go there a lot and most people don't. And number total squares, 57 for Retainer, 44 for Martyr. We like collecting squares.
It is very much, as you can see, just that average game length plus the total squares. Retainer is seed 1 of the tournament for a reason. Very crazy going on there as well. So if you're a Martyr, you're going to want to hope this match drags on as long as possible. I don't know if you can really go for a bingo against them. Of course, if you find something special, you can definitely pull something off. It's going to have to be something you stumble into in the middle of a game because you do not know how that starting moves are going to end up until they actually happen. Otherwise, very, very much wanting to have this match drag out, which Gourmand is a great one for them. Now, starting off with the bingo board here, we have Enter Garbage Waste for the first time coming from Shoreline. That's going to be quite an annoying one if you're not as used to it, but probably coming from Shaded. Hatch 3 Noodle Flies at the same time in one cycle. Collect 5 colored pearls in general. Steal 5 pearls from a toll. This will likely just be from one toll. And kill 3 jetfish. Got some Shoreline stuff going on if you want to go over second row.
Yep, so next we have Tame a White Lizard. This can be done in pretty much most regions, since Gourmand has them freaking everywhere. Farmer Race Vista, one of the 3 locations. You gotta bomb the outskirts toll, eat 10 small centipedes, and enter drainage system.
Alright, and then for the third row, we have create 3 glowweed. Now, generally, you have to use aquatic things to actually make 4 glowweed, and then you generally want to find aquatic things, so drainage and shoreline will be a better place to actually go for this. Otherwise, you're spitting up things like hazers to help out with that kind of thing. One of the vistas in Pipeyard, could be in a lot of places, could be really easy. Who knows? Trading items to scavenger merchants with garbage waste potentially locked off. This could be quite a while, or a subterranean scav merchant. I'm seeing a shoreline spawn potentially going on here, or maybe somewhere in Shaded. Could be interesting. Then we have aim a blue lizard and get 58 points in a cycle.
Alright, and then we have deliver the industrial pearl to Moon, befriend a caramel lizard, bring the same vulture grub through 4 region gates, hit 12 creatures with bombs that you can do at any scav toll pretty much, and craft 9 mushrooms, which is rock batfly.
Good amount of crafting things the more I look at it, which would be the noodle fly eggs and the bombs here, as well as you can craft a grub if you're really thinking about it. On the 5th row we have get 189 points in total. Fall on 6 enemies, does not need to kill them. You just need to hit 6 different enemies. Doesn't need to be different types, just different individual enemies. Each 9 baby noodle flies, this goes with the eggs, and then get the spider unlock and a vista in industrial.
Yeah.
Interesting setup going here. I'm trying to think of what is a good line. if we were to go for bingo?
I think right column, the E column, is really easy because mushrooms is just rock batfly. You can find rocks and batflies literally everywhere. And then industrial vista, it's a little annoying because the vista points are left edge, right edge, and middle, so it depends where you find it. Enter drainage is really easy. 60 kill points, your Gourmand, you one-shot pretty much everything, so it's not too hard. And kill for jetfish might just be a little slow, but also pretty easy.
So let's do a random guess. To me, when I see this E column, I'm thinking it's a gamble for a scramble. Whoever gets the industrial vista first is going to have that kind of advantage going for it. And then you're getting the other 3 goals there. And then the shoreline jetfish is kind of like this way out there. You're not going to go there for quite a while. So you're not nearly as worried about that getting sniped. So being able to work on those 3. So that could work out quite well. And we do have a spawn for this one. We'll talk about that in a bit as we get closer. For people in the future, so you are aware, if the spawn is random, we roll it randomly beforehand so that we know which shelter we're technically going into. And this is going to be Sky Islands.
Oh, Gourmand Sky Islands. My least favorite.
So, I don't know if you're doing anything other than the colored pearls, and I don't know if you care about that square at all. If I'm always like, all right, you got to get a diagonal square. There's 2 shoreline things diagonal square. We're also right next to a scavenger merchant. I really think you got to get the pearl that's immediately below you, and then you got to figure out what else you're doing for 6 more points. There's a karma flower right next to the merchant as well. So you're walking in there with a spear and a pearl. You're giving them both of them, walking back, getting the karma flower and giving them that, and hoping nothing weird happens. I feel like nothing matters more than that middle square right now. I'm not even thinking about anything else.
Yeah, definitely. Sky Islands also has a lot of creatures you can kill, since a lot of death pits. You can just throw rocks at most things.
I do see a blue lizard grab something. Yeah, I don't know if they already took. Okay, both Regon and Shrub have killed their blue lizard, while Dragon has tamed it. So we have violence on the left and friendship on the right. Vote for who you think will win. Caramel lizard.
Yeah, that's gonna be most likely.
Is there? I believe there's one for Gourmand and Industrial, but I might be wrong if it's there in this timeline yet. That one would be probably the more preferred one, potentially. I'm actually not sure what you'd get for food for that one. Farm-raise right at the beginning with the squid cicadas. Industrial, if there is centipedes in the beginning.
Shrub is locking in the tame.
Then it's work.
Shrub tamed it, and then I think killed it afterwards.
Did get a tame? Okay, so Dragon decided not to lock it in. So she lost out on that one, although also didn't get enough food. So I wouldn't really worry about that. I hope this is Skirmy picking up the pearl and then going back for the tame. Both Dragon, Skirmy, and Regon have picked up the pearl, while Shrub just got the tame and saved. Think about anything else quick you could do here. Really is just kind of fall on things and kill people.
I think
maybe go to
you turbo rush the Scav Merchant. Also, when you said Karma Flower earlier, you can't. There's no Karma Flower goal. So Karma Flowers aren't spawning in this game.
There is no Karma Flower. Okay. Alright.
So
thinking about
we do just need to get the 2 pearls and go straight to the Merchant. And I think that's what we're going to see Dragon and or Skirm doing here.
If you're getting Merchant, I'm rushing to Industrial and getting that Vista as well. And then you're at a decent spot to decide where you want to go from there. I'd probably think about getting the Drainage Enter. At that point, a lot of decent goals that aren't too crazy to get, but they're not on diagonals. All of the ones on diagonals are much harder to get, except for the one in the middle, which we're immediately spawned next to. But it is awkward because it is, of course, the Sky Islands Merchant. I believe
Yes.
this is Regon with a spear and a pearl approaching the area, so we get to see if he likes to jump off of precarious edges as we approach. Otherwise, I believe Skirmy is going to
Dragon got bit.
Pipe Yard. Unfortunate. Shrub doing for tame for White Lizard, which is a little going to be weird. White Lizard, not
Needs to get the food
the
back.
greatest
No, he
guy
didn't
to
get the food back.
tame. That's fine. You got some progress. Regon gets the 16 points. I didn't see what their second thing they traded was,
I think it was just 2 pearls.
but they did get a second pearl. Where's the second pearl nearby that you could get?
You have so in the room below the starting shelter, there's a white pearl, and then if you just go a little down from the big hub room there, there's a colored pearl.
They got the colored pearl. Forgot about the normal pearl there. We'll get to see if Regon fully makes it across. Vultures aren't really a problem because they don't really show up here. That's really the only thing that can mess them up at this point. Other than this pink lizard, which isn't too much of an issue, is already dealt with.
Yeah.
Now, Skirmy getting to this pipe yard. I am a little surprised that really neither Dragon or Skirmy really fully went for this merchant. I guess Dragon has the pearl, a pearl with her now.
Well, she died, so that
We'll
will need to be
see.
off the table. Skirmy, I just don't think that he decided to go that way.
We'll see how
There's the food.
Pipe Yard treats Skirmy. Food problems. I think this is the same problem with Dragon a little bit ago. Got the tame on the blue, but didn't get food, which is probably why it worked out for Shrub, because tame into then kill the blue and they eat the blue. It's a good way to do it. I think Shrub has pacified the white lizard, which honestly is more annoying than anything because they're not tamed yet. We're really not doing much of anything to move around to try to chase you. You can't reposition them quite well. However, they're chasing them now with the squid cicada. Please grab that. Please. We got the scavenger merchant set up. The white lizard is there too. Skirmy hopefully can get back to the pipe yard area. Dragon and Skirmy not having the greatest time here. The biggest thing that I will say about Sky Islands is leave. If you are not going off to the left, you seriously, again, I've told this multiple times, if you start having issues in a harder area, such as this one, especially when the 2 gates that you're right next to, that being Pipe Yard and to Chimney, has a decent requirement for karma, you should probably think about just using your passage. And then using your passage also give you 4 food pips, so you have food going forward. Skirmy getting the popcorn here, great. But Regon already halfway to industrial here. Really good setup. Not going there though, getting a grub on the way likely, and then continuing.
Definitely hear you.
Dragon and Skirmy, not too much you can do here in Skylands anymore, except go into farm arrays, which could be good for the vista that's in the diagonal, which could be great in the future. Or Skirmy getting to Pipe Yard, and you gotta get there now, especially against this team. Skirmy getting chased by White Lizard, appears to be damaged.
What's interesting
Shrub's
to me
still
is
right in
didn't
the
go
starting
Pipe Yard.
area.
Because Regan could have gone Pipe Yard since we have the 2... since the middle line has the Pipe Yard vista, and then it's just kill points and glowweed. So
I
definitely
feel like I see the potential for that bingo there, but I feel like you gotta go for the
Dragon's going farm
just
arrays.
setting up diagonals and getting the industrial. I don't know if I popped out for a second there, but I feel like you gotta just get diagonal squares, get control of the board. The industrial vista is great.
Mm-hmm. Dragon tried to do the bottom route towards the left side of Sky Islands, where you do the E-slide jump, forgetting that Gourmand E-slides send you flying very far, very quickly. So doing an E-slide jump does not work that easily. So just falls straight off and dies, unfortunately.
And I am interested to see what Shrub does here. I kind of hope they go to farm arrays. That could be fun. That sets up another diagonal with that vista, but you're not really doing much else there. other than maybe these centipedes and steel pearls, but I don't really want to do that there. Landing on things. Okay, Shrub has bombed a lizard.
Hit the
Could be
popcorn
interesting.
plant to hit the lizard. Quite silly. Oh, he's gonna make another one.
Another thought that I've had, I've seen a lot of, well, one, I think Regon just fell on a bat fly and it counted. I might be wrong about that.
Yes,
For the
it
falling
does.
on creatures. Interesting. Otherwise, I kind of think about, we've seen this strat recently for bomb creatures. Go to bottom right side chimney, get the bomb from the toll, and bomb the garbage worms just outside. Easy 3 hits. They don't really move anywhere.
Do they get mad at you?
Interesting strategy that's come up. I mean, yes, but they can't exactly drown you. Not on
That's
that
true.
location.
Yeah, they just
So
get
not
really
too
annoying.
worried. And
Regan
it counts
entering
as
industrial.
those 3 hits. Yes, Regon, just having that distance is very important because you only get so many goals in that starting region. Shrub is going for that pipe yard area. Looks like we might see row 3 show up. Dragon has gotten much closer to farm arrays here. However, we've still got a big jump in a moment. While Skirmy is getting closer and closer to pipe yard, but appears to be turning around. Might have thought
karma
about the karma. Yes, is not a fun place. We do have the scavenger cache here that I've learned is pretty useful down in the area near Skirmy, roughly. I'm not sure if we're necessarily going for that. I don't know if Skirmy just went over there for
it's a ways
food.
away still.
That could have worked out.
The scav cache, you have to go up that room to the right, and then a kind of long-winded route around towards the left side of Sky Islands. It's not the best.
I do hope Skirmy just passages. I know it's only 1 karma that you're gaining, but it's so worth it. You don't get food in this area you're in right now. Are we staying in the same shelter?
Should be.
Or are we moving? It is perfectly fine to do either. All right. Could have gone to Chimney, but maybe doesn't really want to do that. Dragon got 2 eggs. Need a 3rd one for her.
Shrub styling by doing a curl turn roll.
Goal. Where can we get a 3rd egg for Dragon? Also these noodle flies here. But what do we need for that crafting? That's what we gotta figure out here. Eat the noodle flies. Give in to your hate. Jump on them. Jump on them right now. I think if you gotta kind of go for the weird things if you're in Dragon's position and the jumping on things. Just the baby noodle flies. That is 3 in a row there for Shrub and Regon's team with the points from Regon jumping down from Chimney. At this point, Regon can vibe and craft.
Do we have egg bug eggs? Are those egg bug eggs that Dragon's holding? Yes, so you can make a noodlefly egg with egg bug eggs and a rock. And gets bit by a lizard because the slide didn't work.
Dragon held down on the slide, went down because of the false floor and missed the lizard because of it.
That is painful. But yeah, so egg bug egg and rock makes a noodlefly egg. So left of Sky Islands has those eggs. You can make 3 egg bug eggs pretty easily. Noodlefly eggs.
Good progress from Skirmy, but Shrub has overtaken them. We shall see
hit the scavenger?
what happens here.
Did not hit the scavenger. Not going to do a hit and run.
Is chill. We'll see. I don't think Skirmy really has food here unless they went out of their way for it.
Nope.
So they're not saving in. It does not, but could have gotten food just outside of the gate.
True. Maybe isn't doing.
So maybe not. Well, hopefully we get to the next shelter. Anything can happen when it's pipe yard. Shrub jumping on creatures. Don't know how many things they've jumped on already. They might have already jumped on that lizard.
On that lizard.
If Shrub dies here, weird things could happen. We'll see.
It's very possible. There's a lot of giant centipedes around here, and it tends to be kind of miserable to get around pipe yard.
It is kind of right now. The retainers, that being red team's match to lose here. Dragon and Skirmy are in position to gain a good amount of squares. and with most importantly, Skirmy getting the Pipe Yard Vista. So we'll
The
see
problem
how
with the
that
Pipe Yard Vista is
goes.
everyone needs to get to the left side of Pipe Yard. All 3 vistas are on the left side.
Okay. One of them's really down south, as I understand.
Yes, but you can only get there from the upper area on the left side of Pipe Yard, because otherwise you're too low and can't get up to the little ledge where it's on. It's a little silly.
Shrub and Skirmy kind of trying to figure out how to actually go through this area.
Trying to get to the shelter to the
Believe
right here, I
neither of
assume.
them really know.
Oh,
Where
Shrub's
the
gonna start
Shrub
making mushrooms, I think.
is, while Skirmy was likely taking their time to go to the
Yeah.
left more.
Shrub
Yes, it is
getting
making a
some-
mushroom for Shrub.
Yeah, this room is filled with batflies, so it's really easy to do batfly rock and make some mushrooms.
Dragon has made it back to the Echo shelter. Falling on some creatures here.
Watch out for those pole plants.
Just gotta save here.
Uh-oh,
That's the number one thing you should do.
Okay, makes it out.
I don't know what happened to the blue lizard or the centipede.
Stabbed it.
Looks like
Stabbed the
everything's
blue
okay.
lizard, got
Blue-
tired, vulture flew down. A little scary.
Was not enough food off that blue lizard, unfortunately.
Oh, here's another lizard for you. Delicious food.
Looks like Skirmy's also here in Mushroom Land with Shrub. Maybe not thinking about the mushrooms, maybe thinking about jumping on things. Everyone's gotten a good amount of falling on things. I don't know how many each person has. I don't think Regon really has them. I've seen a decent bit from Dragon,
Regan went to
Skirmy,
Vista.
Shrub. There is the Vista, getting close, going to Shaded. I would get Big Spider unlock. I believe it's in Shaded.
Yeah, just
the
at the
next
start
thing to
outside of
think about.
Industrial.
And then you can go Shoreline, kill Jetfish, and enter Garbage Waste Square. 2 more diagonals. Shoreline's pretty good here for just entering and then leaving.
Mhm.
Just got to be thinking about that. Skirmy is going to be saving in a moment here. I don't know if they have anything they're locking in. If not, this is still a very good position. Shrub's been crafting quite a lot of things. I don't know if they're going to just do mushrooms or for the glowweed. Not really going for the Vista.
Skirm doesn't go for it. I hope Skirm doesn't go for mushrooms, because then that would be a pretty devastating snipe if they lose it.
I think Skirm is very much thinking about that Vista. I don't really know where they are exactly. You've kind of explained them, but I assume that's why they're pausing here. Shrub is not going to save, instead walking around testing things. That is the Vista locked in for Regon.
Yeah, the Vista and Pipe Yard is the main shaft, then the Pearl Room with the snails, and then just below the Pearl Room there is a Black Lizard room that opens up into a big cavity at the bottom. It's on a little hanging ledge just below the middle.
I do feel like if I'm Dragon here, you've got to craft those lanterns somehow. You've got popcorn around you. You can make something work. You've got to get that. Outside of that, you have a few
noodle
other
eggs
things
in
you
here.
can work on, especially the noodle eggs, eating newts, falling on things. Just rush those things, get those things. You know the lanterns is going to take a while for the other team to get. Maybe you aren't as worried about it, but you need to be having that in your mind while
Here
you're
is the
doing
third
this.
noodle egg.
There is another egg.
That is 3 out of 3, so should just be able to go.
One
bring
more
this in.
food.
Probably gonna try to eat that noodle fly, or this egg bug. Nope.
One thing I will say is if you just have a spirit in the area, do not be afraid to annoy the noodlefly mother. Sometimes you just gotta do things, especially to get progress on stuff. But of course,
There is-
save first. I think this is the first save Dragon
Yes.
has in the shelter.
Yes, but it's also 3 eggs, and that's gonna hatch 6 noodlefly babies, which is going to give you a lot of noodleflies to eat.
And get to save quite a lot. Getting your karma up makes farm arrays a lot more reasonable. I can see if Dragon gets fall on creatures, and if Skirmy gets the Vista, this is very much suddenly in blue team's favor for that bingo on B column. regardless of
Yeah.
how many squares that red team are getting, the tame Caramel is not a good position for Shrub or Regon to get in case that Dragon and Skirmy actually get these challenges. Of course, this is 3 challenges. Both of them have to share together and be getting at decently pace. Skirmy does have a bit of distance on Shrub getting to the Vista, but we do not know where it is yet. Another
Stomps
fall on
the
creatures for
Senti.
Skirmy, but didn't
Doesn't
make
kill
it.
it, though. Yeah, stomping it in the spear unfortunately was not enough. That overgrown Senti had 10 bajillion health, like a Mother Longlegs does, and just did not die.
I'm seeing the other potential thing going on for red team here. With Shrub almost being done with craft mushrooms, well, if Regon gets killed Jetfish, it'll end up being just enter drainage, and then red team wins off a bingo there. There's kind of a bingo war going here. I don't think Shrub cares at all about this Vista right now. It's all about these mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't know if he's realized that Skirm is... Oh, no, he's no way to realize that Skirm is in Pipe Yard with him. So he's just taking his time doing the mushroom goal. And might be assuming if there is someone there, they'd also be going for mushrooms, so it takes time. So if Skirm can get a little ahead here, and hopefully get past these Sentis, there's a bunch of firecracker plants that you could pretty easily use to scare the Sentis and just run. Oh, Skirm bonks a scavenger on the head.
That is another one. Really want those falling on things. Both Dragon and Skirmy. Dragon is moving away.
Could get some pretty easy falling here on the lizards. You just climb up here onto the pole and then drop down.
Dragon super should go for that here. It's so easy, and you need that square right now.
Yeah.
I am like, you will get the farm raise Vista, because you kind of know where both of the other people are right now. You know one of them has gone to industrial, while you know... Actually, you don't know where the other one is, so maybe you're like, they could be with me here.
Yeah.
Even when Shrub gets this crafting goal locked in, you're not really going to know. Anywhere. So maybe they're like, I need to get this locked in, but you can get the falling on creatures anywhere. Maybe Skirmy's like,
red Senti.
Don't worry, I got
go down, Skirm, go down. Please just jump down.
So Dragon's
just go down and aggro it down. Okay.
There's the shelter. I would just take it if you can, which you can't, because there's only 2 berries there. You need 3.
Well, there's a Senti right there you could kill.
There's the mushrooms. I would stab him.
Oh, red Senti's going through. You need to go through.
Be aware of the
never mind. It's not going through.
I feel like you gotta go in. Kill the one next to the shelter. Kill the one next to the shelter. Just do it. Don't be afraid of being tired. Okay, you know it's dead because you got points.
There we go. We can shelter and save a little progress.
It's tense where it is right now. I know it's it's 6-2, but it's very much can go any direction. Shrub has delayed themselves enough for this Vista, but they had a good reason.
This does not in the main shaft, but if Skirm goes this way, you need to go up. You need to go up and around if you want to get to the other vistas. No, where are we going? You need to go up.
You do not want to go to the right there.
You need to go up, Skirm. No, where are we going?
I think this is this only goes to Pipe Yard. They might be thinking about food right now. There's usually a lot of
They have enough food to sleep, though.
They might want to have extra if they can.
There's a popcorn plant by the shelter.
We'll see.
By the shelter at the top left.
Okay, that is now really, really bad. Neither Dragon or Skirmy was able to get the falling on creatures. It is much, much harder for blue team here. No longer having that square means they cannot bingo. It makes both vistas they're going for not matter nearly as much.
Vista's in the bottom room.
So is that 2 checked vistas for Skirmy?
Oh no, Skirm.
So you gotta go to subterranean, right?
Pretty much. He needs to get up the shaft and then go around to the left because it's really annoying to get to that spot. But if Shrub checks the same way that Skirm did, he's not going to have a problem because it's going to take a while as well.
Right, you know someone's in shaded if you're Dragon and Skirmy. It was a chance. Now with the falling on creatures gone, it's very dominantly in red team's favor.
Yeah.
Red team has to mess up pretty hard for blue team to come back here. I think you really only got to go for majority. There's a lot of stuff you got to be doing constantly to make it worth it. You got to hope Dragon goes through all of farm arrays, gets the Vista, bombs the toll, eats centipedes on the way, steals things from centipedes. Skirmy gets the Vista, goes all the way to shoreline, does the shoreline things, and hopefully you're killing things on the way.
We could go sump tunnel, get the shoreline faster.
There's a lot of dead vultures here. I still don't think Skirmy's saved here. You just gotta save. You really do, especially when you're surrounded by things that can kill you everywhere. Or bombed creatures. That's good progress. It is not dead.
It doesn't kill it though. It didn't kill it.
You can't go for that. The bomb might as well do 0 damage to most things that aren't scavengers.
Did not slave.
So now we're back here. Unfortunate progress on that end. I don't know if that eat centipedes is adult centipedes or is baby centipedes.
Baby centipedes.
The icon is bugged, so I don't. Are you just throwing off the icon, or do you have the mini board up saying it?
Both. The small senti icon is smaller than the large senti icon.
It is not, because it is bugged. In just base game, it is just bugged, and has been for a long time.
That's interesting, because there is a visual difference between adult and baby centipedes in the icons.
There is, but they didn't do it correctly.
Oh, I see. But no, it is smaller.
So
checking the board.
there's legitimately, if you look at adult centipedes, there's like 2 different adult centipedes. The smaller ones give you more points than the bigger ones. I don't know if this was fixed in Downpour, but that was always an issue, and I don't think the icons were updated. But
strange.
I have noticed in Bingo, I saw adult centipede, but it was still showing the baby centipede.
Interesting.
In a previous match. So always check the square. Just because it looks like a baby centipede doesn't mean that it always is. I believe Shrub is saved in the shelter that Skirm was near earlier.
Regan is in shoreline. This is
Dragon
the first shoreline shelter.
Progress into farm arrays, but do they have a way to get past? I don't know if they got a pearl. Regan getting sent back or getting saved. Yeah, that's very good. Getting the shoreline.
I assume it's going to go straight for that goal.
I would just be killing things. And then just don't worry. Even if you don't go for the bingo here, you kill 3 jetfish, it's more or less kind of just over for blue team. They don't have a lot of avenues to come back.
Yeah, the top row is the only bingo they can get. Oh, vulture chilling.
Forgetting what the stat was for red team here for their average match length.
36 minutes.
36 minutes. This might be just on the average for them. Shall see.
Which is crazy for a Gourmand match. Gourmand is...
Regan got all the way to the other side of the map, too.
Yeah, as of right now, Gourmand currently has the longest average game length at 69 minutes.
Very nice.
So they might be lowering that average. If they lower it by 4 minutes, it'll be tied with Hunter, which is quite funny. So depending on how this match goes, we might actually see it.
Hunter is longer. I've always known Spearmaster to be their super long ones. I guess that makes sense.
Spearmaster 63, it's pretty close.
I believe both Vista locations that are up near the top and know that it's not nearby.
Where are you going,
Shrub?
Both you can just go down there.
No. But it's scary down there. There's lily pucks.
But like, if you go to the snail room, I don't think the snail room is the right way to go. No, it's not. Snail room is the wrong way. Shrub is just going the complete wrong way.
I don't know where we're going anymore unless we're going to industrial, but also Shrub's got to magically float upwards.
Industrial outskirts
I don't know
drainage?
what we're doing
Just
in
for the bingo line?
industrial. I guess for the drainage, yeah. Dragon has found the vista. It's on the other side of the farm raised hole. Put a spear on the wrong side of the little thing there. A little awkward. Gotta go around again. I'd totally eat those noodle flies. You could not stop me. But
I mean, it's kind of hard to get the. It's hard to get the
basically
vista
locked
when
in
you
at
have a
this
noodle
point.
mon killing you.
Don't worry.
Alright, Skirm did find the right way.
Run away.
Skirm is going the correct way. You go down here, and then it's going to be in the middle of the room. Just needs to be careful because there's a lot of overgrown senties in this room.
Regon getting one of the
Ace hit
colored
point.
pearls.
Oh, bombs
I don't know
himself.
How many pearls I have? Oh no! I wonder if that counts towards the goal. Now I'm thinking about it, but not that that helps by any means.
I think you might count, but 9 times out of 10 you exploit yourself to a bomb rather than staying alive.
If you're artificer, could you get away with that? Am I have to be unique creatures? Maybe I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Actually, no. Maybe because of Artificer, it doesn't count. It would make sense if it doesn't count because Artificer will let you just cheat that.
Player character is treated differently though. That might be a thing. I have been really liking this board, but Dragon Skirmy has been having a bit of a rough time. Getting that Vista there, though, is good. Skirmy is at the Pipe Yard Vista. It is gotta feel not great that you've done all of this progress, you've gotten all of this, and you don't have the fall on creatures goal, which was really the only way red team could have stopped blue team from winning. Blue team would have been up 4 in a row, and then a challenge that neither Regon and Shrub can get.
So if Skirm doesn't hold left going down here, he misses the Vista.
You can just miss this Vista extremely easily.
Oh, he got it.
Very good. Okay, you got it.
Now there's a shelter to your left, but also a monster kelp, so you gotta be careful. Also, no food, so good luck.
Sketchy area.
A little bit. Shrub is currently having fun in the salamander and eel room. Do not like this room. Just bombing things.
Dragons slowly making their way over to outskirts now. Bombing things in that room of all places is odd to me.
I mean, to be fair, there are like 15 million salamanders in that room, so you could. In reality, I think it's
gotten 3 jetfish kills.
Exciting. And there are no Leviathans in Shoreline on Gourmand, so you don't need to worry about a Leviathan showing up. You can just walk the moon. Or swim, I guess.
Yes.
Which makes the dodge of Leviathan square on Gourmand miserable.
King vultures, though.
Yes, there sure are.
Well, only a little better. I guess you can dive down pretty far, and it's hard for them to see you, but still.
Yeah, there's 1 king vulture in Shoreline, and that's the only vulture in Shoreline on Gourmand.
Okay.
Which is a little strange.
Too bad, then. Pretty chill for Gourmand in some places in a weird way, and then it's not chill in other places, such as 1 million centipedes.
Pipe Yard!
I don't know why dragon spears aren't going in that wall. Did it that time. It's got a hazer and a spore puff. Potentially thinking about that crafting glowweed because you'll want aquatic things to make that.
Yes, you can get a bubbleweed.
I wonder if that's why Shrub is here for the lily pucks. Actually, now I'm thinking about it.
Oh, maybe. I was thinking that Dragon was going to use that hazer to tame the caramel. Oh, hits the egg bug with the spore puff.
That would
That's
be
tech. That works.
Would be pretty good. Have not picked up the egg bug, however, so it will not count as a tame unless you actually interact with it.
Oh, it's so tempting to jump down on that caramel, but you just can't.
I feel like I guess you're not too far away from where you just saved, so just kind of do whatever. Just try to make it work. Get this guy over to the side. The hazer, while it's still alive, is not good, but it counted.
It worked.
So who cares? I'm very surprised.
Yeah,
I would not throw an alive hazer at a creature to tame them personally.
I would have killed it as well. Yeah, because the ink makes them unable to see it, and sometimes it just
can lose track. And if you throw it in the wrong place, it's gone. Well, Skirm knows where the Vista is exactly. He can do it there again. Regon has gotten the touch 5 colored pearls and is going to be locking in the Jetfish kills at the same time here.
Yeah, that's going to be a
lot
little
of things
devastating.
going on for them. Shrub did make it over closer to Industrial here as well, right outside. A lot of lizards, though. We're taking our time here, getting zapped by baby centipedes into
Oh,
a
no.
combo from a lizard. Gets
And the
dropped
lizard
for
dropped
some
him?
reason. I don't know what's going on. They might have
Divine
been...
intervention?
It turns out Regon also had the Industrial Pearl and brought it to Moon. It's going to be
Oh,
3
that's gonna be
squares
devastating.
for Red Team in a moment here.
Jeez.
Man, I'm still thinking, if Blue Team got that Fallen Creature square right now...
This game would be so different.
but also Shrub would be going right for it
Shrub
right
gets
now.
Shrub-wigged. It was sitting on top of the pipe.
And
Actually, no
really
counterplay.
close. Okay.
There was literally zero counterplay to that because
Get him, lizards! Get him! Get him! It got grabbed twice and didn't drop you. Come on, Pink. Pink, come on. You know it. Get down there. Come on.
Neither party wants to go there.
Where are we going? Get him.
Oh, we got saved!
Oh.
Divine intervention again. Shrub is the
Scurry
luckiest
missed
man
the
alive.
Vista, no!
Oh my god, no. You can't drop down. He's so mad.
Oh,
He's upset. He's
you
wiping over
can't
his
get
thing.
back up there.
No.
Oh no. That's 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's only one more square for red. And that's a wrap for them.
Right, we'll see if they go for the bingo square or just get majority here.
Good job with the tame from Dragon. As we're kind of wrapping up here, very good job from Blue Team. I would say
Yeah,
I'd
you're
be
against
happy with the
Shrubbery again.
performance. You got the biggest thing. You gotta have priority. I know both of you are good players. I know you can do the challenges, but you're doing too many things. When you see Scavenger Merchant 16 points and you're right next to a Scavenger Merchant and there really isn't that much else you can do in the region you're in currently, you just gotta go for that. You gotta have that priority for certain things. And I think that's the biggest thing that super handicapped them. But then they were bringing it back. They had a really good bingo setup, but then they didn't have that priority on landing on creatures. As I think Skirmy was like, oh, I got it. I got like 4 or 5 of them. But Dragon was in a spot to get 3 really
Stealing
easy.
pearls by using a hazer.
But walked by them. And then the pearls didn't work out. No.
Got all the pearls, but she accidentally landed on a scavenger at one point in there, so she aggroed the scav toll.
The moment you pass the scav toll, like the threshold, they all immediately know your location and know that you've transgressed them. Is the one thing though, so they'll know regardless.
Gonna be spinning things up to try to get another hazer.
Skirmy's got to figure out a way to get to a shelter here. I don't know what challenge Red Team actually goes for here. They're really not near anything.
I don't think you can get back up there. I
No,
think that
unless you can get a lot of spears. You just got to go down. It's kind of
I
over.
think they just have to go down left and try to get past the kelp.
You can do this, but it is not reasonable. Go left. Go left. Do not jump into the creature that can see you.
Yeah, I definitely. The shelter is to the bottom left. So if you just go left, there is a shelter there, and you can sleep.
You should always gamble on the mole lizard as well.
Compared to a salamander,
gamble on the creature that can see you.
And the kelp is hanging from the ceiling, so you can go under it.
Dragon going for crafting here off this popcorn.
Oh wait, no, it's not
also.
on the ceiling. I completely lied. The kelp is coming out of the floor, so that's also pretty bad.
I don't know if Regon's going to go... Griaron's going to go for garbage waste here, while Shrub's going for bombing creatures.
Shrub might bomb himself in here. No, we will not be bombing ourselves.
Give a green lizard a chance. Let him back out.
Yeah, so it should be a pretty straightforward path for Regan to get to garbage waste from here. Oh,
Green
what are
lizard's a
we
bit
doing?
annoying for Dragon here. Dropped the spear the moment the lizard came up. Fortunate. Still got the spear and popcorn, however. Hopefully you have the spear in the shelter with you and you don't have to hope for one. Okay, perfect. Got the Vista again for Skirmy. Do not try to jump back up. I know you can
Just
do
go
it,
left. Please just go left.
but
Please
it
just
is
go
not
left,
worth
left,
your
left,
time.
left.
You should go left. It's one room.
Where are we going?
The,
Where are we going,
the kelp is annoying, but you
But
gotta
it
go
has a
there.
spear. Yeah, just threw a spear at that
Yes.
lizard. So just throw a spear at the kelp then. You could just go left and
Killed
throw
a
a spear at the kelp.
centipede. Oh no, it killed
Is that
a
centipede?
salamander. Maybe need
Salamander, yeah.
food. Not sure.
Well, there's food.
Maybe that was why.
Not much,
Makes a bit
but
more sense.
there's blue fruit in the room with the shelter too. And also lily
Oh,
bugs at the
we
bottom of the
only
room.
need 2 more food. Only need 1 more food. Okay, good. Got full now. Lily puck's here. I don't know where the shelter is, but I know we're surrounded by them at this location.
You can go right and then up to get to a shelter. The only problem is that you're going through a more lizard room, which kind of sucks.
Dragon is carrying a vulture grub now for the vulture grub goal.
We are going back up the main shaft. That is going to take infinitely longer.
You very much... So Skirmy's already used their passage.
Yeah.
You very much don't want to get stuck down here, which is maybe why they're thinking about this and why they really don't want to save down there. Which makes sense. If you drop down to the big pit room where the save was pretty close, it's a lot rougher to
But
get
the
out.
thing is, from this point for Skirm, I don't really know where we go. Like, you could go shoreline through some tunnel and then to garbage waste, since you're on that side of the map anyways. Obviously, it's
I
not
guess
going to
that
matter
is the
because
better
Regan is
thing.
entering garbage waste right now.
Regan likely has the food, is holding a jellyfish. Right here is going to be the last save. Shrub dies, but it will not matter. This is Dragon trying to steal pearls here. Is 5 pearls, awkward amount that you need to steal.
Especially if you accidentally crush a scavenger and aggro the entire toll.
I mean,
see
that's
if
fine.
that happens this time.
Especially here, where you can just straight up kill all of the scavengers if you really want to.
Oh, got tired as the smoke dissipates. Uh-oh.
Only 1 more pearl, though.
Oh, it's only 2 scavengers anyways. And they don't even
And that is the final goal for red team here. Looks like they also got bring a grub through 4 gates at the same time. So that is 14 to 4. I know it was super amount of goals. Both of red team went crazy, got a super amount of goals, but they legitimately could have lost here with that B column. Yeah. Skirmy did not have a good time getting that Vista, so maybe it would have went still same way with Shrub being able to pivot and get that goal.
Red Centipede
very good job from Shrub team. Blue team able to raise the time average for Shrub and Regan's team. Very important.
And took 4 squares against Shrub Regan is still pretty impressive. These guys are a very scary matchup. So well played from both teams. GG to red. Good try to blue. And also it's double elim, so blue team is not out of the tournament yet. They still have at least one more attempt in losers bracket, where they will play against another team for a chance at redemption.
We've got 5 more matches left in this second round, at which point we are going to be looking over to the losers round. So only teams that have lost at least the 1 match will be playing their matches next week. However, for this second round, we have a match tomorrow about the same time when we started this match here today. Thank you everyone for watching here today. If you're interested in seeing more bingo, be here in 23 hours from now, and you'll get to see another one of these matches. I'll get to see which Slugcat we get, what board we get, and whatever else may happen in between. Do you have anything else to say as well here, Joe?
Thank you everybody for watching. I hope it was enjoyable. And that's about it.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you in 23 hours.